Yes, let me start from the beginning. Indian banking and financial system, the first chapter of general banking. Okay, इकोनॉमिक सेक्टर, आप अगर शेयर मार्केट, स्टॉक मार्केट एनालिसिस भी देखेंगे, वहां पे बैंक का कंट्रीब्यूशन बहुत ज्यादा है. बैंकिंग सेक्टर में बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट और एफडीआई बहुत कुछ आता है बैंकिंग सेक्टर में. देयर आर सो मच ऑफ डिस्कशन गोइंग ऑन हाउ बैंकिंग सेक्टर इज डूइंग इन इंडिया. ओके, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन बैंकिंग सेक्टर ऑल अदर सेक्टर्स परफॉर्म. Banking, agar finance, if Indian economy has to become a robust economy, then the first thing is that the banks will grow. Because if your IT sector grow, then it is interlinked with banking sector. If your manufacturing sector has to grow, then it has to come through the banking system, because they have to take a lot of export credit from banks. Clear? अभी तो कोई नेटवर्क ग्लिच नहीं है, नो नेटवर्क ग्लिच, राइट? तो मैं आसानी से समझा सकता हूँ. इंग्लिश और हिंदी में 80% विल बी सिंपल इंग्लिश, 20% will be Hindi, because other faculties, Praveen sir is teaching in Hindi. So I will restore to English class. Wherever you are having doubt on understanding this English lesson, please tell me. I will repeat it in Hindi. So banking sector is must to grow if India has to grow. Whatever sector is there, if telecom has to grow, it has to grow through banking. If manufacturing has to grow, it has to grow with banking sector, because there are export credit, letter of credit, bank guarantee has to be issued to the sector. If the diamond sector has to grow, there is a special diamond account is there, diamond credit, diamond export credit account is there. Through that only the diamond sector will grow. Every sector is interlinked with banking, because if they will grow, they will have a lot of money. They need credit, they will take loan, they will deposit their excess cash in banking sector. So banking landscape is very important, and that's why in India there is a very complicated banking structure. There are no simple banks, universal banks in India. There are universal banks, small finance banks, payment banks, etc. And at that same time, Indians are not very keen on depositing their money in bank. Still, these people fear that banks will close someday. They will run away by taking our money. So that's why time to time government has to launch some financial inclusion programs for people. And only in India, and mostly in developing countries, and India is being main among all of them, where they give interest on savings account. They give interest, they pay interest, banks pay interest. In developed countries like in USA and in Japan, what happens? When you deposit money in bank, you pay a fee to the bank for safe keeping or safe depositing your money. But in India, it is quite reverse. India में उल्टा होता है, अलग होता है, क्योंकि इंडिया में लोगों के पास हैबिट ही नहीं है पैसा बैंक में रखने का, इसीलिए उन्हें सेविंग्स बैंक अकाउंट दिया गया है. एंड यू नो, most of you know, in savings bank account the number of deposit is restricted. Okay, because like in current account you pay no tax, sorry, you are not being paid any interest. That's why unlimited number of free transactions, unlimited number of transaction is there, though there are paid transactions. But in savings account there are restrictions, right? But they still pay you 4 to 7.5%, because they want you to save money, right? So digital transformation is happening rapidly, and the best thing is that though we don't have a saving culture in India, earlier we don't have a saving culture, but the way we have adopted digital payment, no other country on earth, no other country on planet earth has ever adapted. Okay? So even in USA, even in Singapore, even in countries like China and Japan, the digital payment is not so robust like in India, and the way they have simplified the UPI payment is revolutionary. Okay, our special batches for Bank of Baroda's 2025 Specialist Officer is going to kickstart very soon. So don't waste your time. The course link and everything is available in the description. And as you all know that in last 1 year, there were multiple Bank of Baroda exams, and in all that 95% of selected students are directly from Knowledgist. Go and check out the success stories, and now time is to enjoy this sample session.
Our classes is curated in such a way that even if you have a busy schedule, you can still grab it. Our live sessions are designed in the night and in the weekends. Also, if you miss them in 2 hours, the recording will be available. And in first hand, we have a complete pre-recorded batch, and everything is going to start from 5th of January, because you have a very less time to prepare for this exam. So do join and now enjoy the class.
And I think you all know that. So there are informal and formal sector. Okay, informal sector like the cheat funds, like this nidhis, like this money lenders in your village. These are the informal sector. Formal sectors are the bankers, NBFCs. It is organized, regulated. The formal sector is organized, regulated. You know, there are financial institutions, financial instruments like check, demand drafts, etc. Financial markets. In financial markets, there are intermediaries. Banks are called intermediaries. You all know that these are very basic, but in MCQ we'll look into really some tough, not some so tough, because it's a very basic chapter. We are beginning with it, but we'll still look into it. Okay, there are in financial markets, there are money market, forex market, capital market, insurance market. And you know, when it comes to exams, there is a lot of question is being asked on the money market, forex market, and capital market. Okay, and we have a vast coverage of money market, forex market, and capital market class. You can still read it in the recording in the general banking recorded folder, but I will still cover them. And the PDFs, even if you don't want to watch the live classes, the recorded classes there, please go for the PDFs. They are the encyclopedias. I took more than a year to collaborate all the instruments in this market. Okay. ठीक है, अच्छा, सबका साथ सबका विकास बोल रहे हैं, हिंदी में भी बोलिए, ठीक। अभी तक बहुत बेसिक इंग्लिश में भी बात कर रहा था मैं। तो मनी मार्केट, फॉरेक्स मार्केट, कैपिटल मार्केट बहुत भास्ट होता है। बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन मनी मार्केट एंड कैपिटल मार्केट इज, मनी मार्केट एंड कैपिटल मार्केट इज, मनी मार्केट इज अप टू 1 ईयर। यस, पीडीएफ मिल जाएगा। मनी मार्केट इज इनटू अप टू 1 ईयर, व्हेयरएज कैपिटल मार्केट इज अबव 1 ईयर। 1 साल से ज्यादा है तो कैपिटल मार्केट, 1 साल से नीचे है वैलिडिटी इंस्ट्रूमेंट का तो वो क्या है, मनी मार्केट है। ठीक है, फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडियरीज, those who work as a middleman between lender and depositor are called intermediaries. There are regulators, banks, financial institutions. Instruments like asset products, liability products, services. Markets are like money market, forex market, capital market, etc. So how this Indian financial system evolved? The first commercial bank, Bank of Hindustan, came in 1770. And the first insurance company came as National Insurance Company in 1906. ठीक है, तो पहला बैंक, Bank of Hindustan, National Insurance Company. Let me also clarify you at this point. Earlier, they used to ask 3-4 years back, they used to ask a lot of question about the history of banks. Nowadays, they ask rarely a question on history of bank. But who knows, the next day they change the pattern क्योंकि basic है, ठीक है। But फिर भी थोड़ा सा याद रख लीजिए, मतलब जानने के लिए भी एक जीके की तरह काम आएगा, क्योंकि एट द एंड यू ऑल आर बैंकर्स। सो द बैंकिंग, हाउ इट डेवलप्ड बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस, yearly independence from 1947 to 1991, liberalization era. After 1992 there was liberalization, you know, LPG happened, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. 1992, the economic crisis, you understand, up to 2010. In 2010 there was recession from 28 to 2010. So post global financial crisis or recession, post recession era 2010, ठीक है। Getting my point? This was just a sample session. ये एक sample session ही था, complete session, और पूरे syllabus के लिए आपको register करना होगा Knowledgist के dedicated course से। Course का link and everything is available in the description, comment section, also in your application and in your website. So don't hesitate to join from there. Thank you.